Welcome to the Laughta Likes Show on NBC, your favourite go-to podcast to discover and connect with some of the hottest Arab artists globally. My name is Laughta, and today I have a very likeable guest for you. He's a producer with taste and works from the biggest studio in the world. It's WafDigga in the building.
Hey,
How
appreciate
are
the
you?
introduction. I'm pretty good. How
It's
you
so
doing?
good to have you here. I feel like you brought a nice, chill vibe. I kind of need that. You know, sometimes we're always on the go.
Yeah. I feel you.
Your production is epic. We're going to talk about that
Appreciate
in a sec. But before we get into that, you work from the biggest studio in the world. We've had the likes of DJ Khaled, Distinct. We've had Busta Rhymes using the facilities. For someone that's a producer, that's around that environment, does that aid your creativity in any way?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like seeing this big artist that I used to listen to ever since I was like a young kid, pretty much. Being around and how they operate their sessions and how they do their things is definitely an inspiring experience.
I want to talk about your production.
Appreciate
What was your first route into production? What got you into it?
I mean, really just I like music, so I was like digging into music and digging into the things that I really like, you know what I'm saying? And then, back in the days, I used to be like, just a collector. So whatever I like, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? I'll be collecting the records that I like and just keep them with me and or listen to them and then introduce my friends to them and I'm like, hey, listen to this. Like this.
Did you know songs before they'd heard the songs?
Exactly.
Oh
you know
my
what I'm saying?
God, I need a friend like you.
Yeah. And then moving forward, I've always wanted to like, get into it and just like learn how to, learn the music behind it. Not how to write the lyrics or how to make the song. I never wanted to be the vocalist. I've always wanted to be the person making the tunes behind it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so what do I gotta do to like start doing this? You know what I'm saying? And that's when I realized that's when I figured out that I could sample things, you know what I'm saying, and make my own records out of them. And that's what made me just want to mainly do music, you know what I'm saying? Because when I looked up a lot of the equipments of, making the music, I realized that these stuff are actually really expensive, you know what I'm saying? So I was
tell me
like,
about it.
So do I gotta really pay that much to just make a
song?
You know what I'm saying? So that's when I found out about like the whole thing about the sampling thing and how to flip samples and make your own stuff. And that's pretty much, I'd say that's my introduction to like music. That's when I sold my, PlayStation, buy me a MIDI keyboard so I can sample on it. You know what I'm saying? So
I love that. That's a good sacrifice to make.
Yeah.
Because I feel like to get the MIDI keyboard, it's another form of play, I would say. You get
Exactly.
attached to it, I feel like it's a game. Even though I'm not a gamer, I do feel like it's a game. I don't know, the colours on the screen and everything,
Right.
and working things out. But yeah, I love how you got into production. You got into it from a place of love for music. And you were like a tastemaker in a sense. You didn't even know it. You were just feeling the music. You were maybe ahead of your friends and introducing them to new songs. And you were like, hold on, let me make the beats myself.
Totally.
And you probably caught onto it quick because you had that love for it.
Oh yeah.
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 But yeah, music production doesn't have to be expensive. I mean, I've spoke with different producers, and some producers like their hardware. They like the synths, and sometimes really expensive. I don't know, one of the synths I know is something like $8,000 or something like that. And I feel like if you're a new producer getting into it, you don't need to go down that route. Creativity has many different routes.
Totally.
Yeah, and I definitely explored and experimented. And I think ultimately, and I think I saw Timbaland saying this, it's about how, it doesn't matter how you get there, it's about getting to the end result that you're trying, the end result. So you just have to find different ways.
Exactly.
And to do it, I think Timbaland was saying recently, or there was a post flying around that he sampled crickets, for instance, in one of the biggest songs. And it's like, You know what I mean? That don't cost anything. You could just go around, record it,
Exactly.
get it, and flip it. And you can make songs of many. I've watched producers just flipping tracks, make songs from the most random sounds, and they get Grammys for it.
No, hey.
Yeah. What do you think about producers that to play instruments? Do you think you have to play an instrument to be a producer? This is another one.
Nah, not really. You know, you could be just. I mean, to me, a producer is a person who has a vision to, you know, make the song, basically, pretty much. You know, so you don't have to play instruments. You don't have to even know how to use all these equipments. You know what I'm saying? You just know how to, you know, communicate and, you know, make people come together. You know what I'm saying? And that's the most important part for me to make a record. You know what I'm saying?
For me, when I first started, I was under the impression that I was a bit hard on myself when I started producing. It was during the pandemic. I thought, you know what? I have to learn chords. I have to learn to play in a scale. I have to learn the piano. So I kind of forced myself to learn certain things. And then I realized I'm going in sessions with other really epic producers. And they don't even, some producers don't even have a MIDI.
Yeah,
They're just working on the laptop, chopping it up as well. Yeah. So you have to just find your own way to work with it. And I love that you're saying that, because I've heard the quality of your beats, and I was saying there's that, it's not simple, because to create a simple beat is hard. You have to not overcrowd a beat. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later on, because I have a question for you on that. But I want to rewind it back a little bit and fast forward it at the same time. So you grew up, did you grow up here in Saudi, or did you grow up in Tennessee?
No, I actually grew up in Tennessee.
Right.
You know,
your whole life?
Yeah, I lived most of my life in Tennessee, you know what I'm saying? But I was going back and forth, I mean, between Saudi and Tennessee. That's why I speak Arabic as well, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty good at it, you know what I'm saying?
How did you keep up the Arabic? That's a question I want to ask you, because
just going back as often as I can,
right.
You know what I'm saying, back to Saudi.
Yeah.
Now I'm all settled in here, but like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I just kept going back and forth, because, you know, I didn't want to miss out as much, and I wanted to speak my native language as good as I'm speaking in English, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, yeah. But I spent most of my time in Tennessee, basically.
Yeah, I can fully relate to that, because I grew up in London from the age of 7, and I'm glad I never lost my first language, which is Arabic, Lebanese Arabic, you know. Yeah. But it's hard because I'm having to learn English, you know. I didn't speak any English. So I didn't speak. Did you speak English before you went to Tennessee?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
That's so much easier to
definitely
maneuver and fit in.
You know what I'm saying?
What about Saudi rap? Do you think that's more technical?
It is, actually.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, all of the people from back in the days, I mean, they're really technical with it. And I'm the type of person that really just, I don't like rappers being too technical, because it's just going to, you know, take away from the song sometimes, you know. So I just be trying to balancing the rapper and tell him you have to have the swag with it to go along with it. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be a lyrical miracle type of dude.
Lyrical miracle, I love that.
Yeah, you know. And this pretty much, you know, as you age in it, you know, in a game, you feel like you started realizing that even the simple stuff has a lot of meaning to it. You know, it's not necessarily you have to have, you know, something super deep to, like, you know, be considered good, pretty much.
I agree, and I think there needs to be a balance between being lyrical. I mean, it depends. What are you trying to do on a song? Are you just trying to always show your skills? Because you don't always have to show what you can do in terms of fast flows, punchy lines, and
true.
Sometimes even I feel like I have to go in harder and prove myself 10 times more, you know, to be seen, to be heard. So I feel that pressure to show, do you really think I can't do that? I don't know, maybe it's that competitive nature in me. I'm going to show you what I can do. But there's a difference between showing your skill set in that element and making a good song for the ears of the listeners.
Yeah.
You know, and that's an art form in itself.
Exactly.
I've had to transition from that because you want to be, you grow up technically as an MC. I feel like rappers do. You just come up as an MC, as a rapper, freestyling. And now, okay, you're ready to make a song. Can you stick to a concept? You know?
Yeah.
Songwriting. Can you even create a concept? That part is difficult as well. Sometimes I'm sat there, I'm like, I need to make a concept. I need to make a song. I need it to make sense to the people listening as well.
Yeah.
So it depends. Are you a songwriter or are you a freestyler?
MC.
Yeah, the MC. Yeah,
Exactly.
two different things. Do you think, you know, you being Saudi now you've touched a bit of the Arabic samples. By the way, our music is beautiful Arabic music, isn't it? In general, it is. But I understand growing up in Tennessee, being around, you know, the American culture in general and soulful music. You're going to be highly influenced by that. That's what you grow up to. Even me, I grew up to mainly UK style music growing up, and I'm highly influenced by that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But lately I've been tapping into my roots, and it's a whole different feeling, and I feel free. I love it so much because we have so many different instruments, Arabic instruments. We have the way we play the violin, the scales. And although they're sometimes in the 3/4, you can still utilize them in there nicely, you know. And I think we have beautiful instrumentation, and it's been really liberating for me. So I wonder if you have had the same feeling and are thinking of doing more of the Arabic sampling, or you're like, you know what, I came out of my shell for a bit, but I don't need to do it. I want to know where you're at, where your head's at.
Oh, well, that's a good question. Well, I feel like I'm definitely going back to doing the soulful stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm not stopping that.
Yeah. But I mean, I like the experience, you know, new challenges and stuff, and that's what mainly make me, you know, want to work with the Arabic samples right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, I got a bag too, you know, and I got a certain sound, and even the artists that I work with got a, you know, certain bag and sound that I need to, you know,
cater for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, it just really depends on, you know, the time of the day.
Yeah.
If I'm feeling.
Yeah, so it's not like a strict no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
It's not like that.
Definitely, it's not a no. You know, I mean, we still working on it, so a lot of these materials are not out yet.
Okay.
You know, so it's like we gonna be still working on that until we fully satisfied with the outcome that we created. You know?
I can't wait to hear it. I wonder if you can play me something soon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
definitely.
Before it comes out, I want some sneak peek.
I actually want you to hop on something because I heard, I heard a lot of the stuff you doing with Chase, so it's like crazy.
Obviously, you know, I heard your beats and instantly I was like, he knows what he's doing. So I'm ready, always ready. So just hit me up. I'm sure I'll be at your studio probably later. So we'll figure it out. Yeah, no, I love how you work. I love your style. AI in production is still fresh, and we're still getting used to it and having to adapt and work with it. For you, do you think AI in music production is a tool or a threat?
It's definitely a tool. I started to like dive into it, and I like pretty much. I just like to try different things, like with the Arabic samples. And I think AI could be a great help. I mean, I made a song that I played for you actually, and then I gave it to AI, and I'm like, all right, AI, flip this song to something else. You know what I'm saying? And the AI did perfectly. You know what I'm saying? And I even sent it to the artist, and I'm like, look, I flipped you stuff again with the AI, and they're like, oh, I like this, and they posted it and all of that, you know. So it's like, it's definitely a tool to like try different things. And I was actually thinking about like, to me, I've always had a point of view about this, with people using like pretty much analog gears or like MPCs and SPs and all of that stuff. These kind of stuff gave them the human effect, or like it humanized their music. And then once the DAW came in, everybody started using it, and they still were trying to humanize it, you know, because a lot of these stuff are digital, and if you play a kick drum in a certain velocity, and then the next one is in the same velocity as the first one, is just gonna sound robotic to a certain point, or even the hi-hats.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, if you completely just be a AI producer, then people gonna realize that, you know, it's not, you know, it's just robotic.
Yeah.
You know, you need to have that human feel into music to make it just appeal to humans.
So true. And that I don't think that can come fully from a machine.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Even if it can automatically add a swing, it can automate the velocity, even if it could do all that, it's not going to do it in the sections that would feel right if it was humanly played.
Exactly.
You know, when you're tapping on the machine, you've got a certain bounce.
Exactly.
You know, and that's a whole different feel. Even when I went from Step Sequencer and Logic Pro, where I was kind of just drawing it in, just like Fruity Loops has their own one, right? You just punch it in. I've noticed a difference to that and me actually just chopping it up.
Just doing it yourself. Yeah. Exactly. That's what it is. That's the whole beauty behind the MPC.
Yeah.
So I don't really think the MPC could do everything that the DAW could do.
Yeah.
You know, the DAW could obviously do a lot, but you know, more and better stuff. But I mean, I'm just saying that there's a certain swag behind doing it and humanizing things.
Yeah.
You know?
And I feel like it has to be the producer behind it as well, because you know your music and the style and the samples that you pick and the sounds and the old school soul.
True.
So matched with that MPC, you create a unique flavor, and that's something you're really good at.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Are you someone that makes type of beats?
Nah, definitely.
You're so funny. Your reaction, you were like shocked, horrified at the idea.
Yeah. No.
I'm trying to process it. I better stop laughing. Stop it, laughter. Right. Okay. I wasn't sure. Like these days, everyone sends. I don't know how I feel even as a rapper when I'm like, here's this person type of beat. I've sent you a pack of beats. Type of beat.
Oh, yeah.
So you're not for that. Why? Do you think that takes away from originality, or?
I mean, I just think, I don't know. It's just, you have to be your own. You have to be your own self.
Yeah.
You know, doing everything that you do. I mean, you're not hoping to be the next whoever. You know what I'm saying? You want to be you. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, in order to do that, you gotta block all the, you know, the outside noises, and you just gotta do what you like and what you feel.
Yeah.
Even if you're inspired with somebody else, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's how we all do our things. But I mean, you know, you have to put a little bit of you in everything that you're inspired by, and make it your own.
Yeah. And I feel like if a producer is sending beats to an artist, they shouldn't really call it someone else's type of beats. It should be tailored. For instance, if someone sends me beats, call it Laughter type beat.
Exactly.
I will pay attention to that. I'll be like, you've done your research, you know my swag and my style. But sometimes some artists will come to me and say, I want a Central C type beat. You know what I mean? So then I have to sit there and make beats as if it were for Central C.
Oh, yeah.
So it kind of goes both ways.
Nah, I'm not going to do that.
But yeah, I don't know. Artists work differently. Producers work differently. I feel that conversation is very interesting. I don't know who's right and who's wrong. It's a chicken and egg thing, in my opinion.
Totally. I understand. You know, but I mean, I'm standing on my opinion. No type of beats.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
Russ, who's obviously a really big artist, he's been so vocal recently and in support of authentic numbers when it comes to streaming and have people not inflating their streams. And he tweeted something recently I felt like I resonated with, because that's something I'm passionate about. He said something about removing view counts or stream counts. What are your opinions on that? Do you think, you know, all of the platforms should have no visibility when it comes to the stream counts, view counts, number of followers, or monthly listeners? Should all that be removed?
Yeah, I agree with him yeah, I definitely do agree with that idea because you told me about that like a couple of days ago, I
Yeah.
believe, and ever since I've been thinking about it, and I think yeah, I mean, this is one of his best ideas because he's always like outspoken with whatever he feels and all
Yeah.
of that. But I mean, this in particular resonated with me like a lot, and I feel like yeah, it should happen in that way because we just don't want people to like judge artists, and you know what I'm saying. We don't want artists to always just seek validations. You know what I'm saying. And we don't want no big companies to come to artists and be like, oh well, your numbers is not that big, so no, we not gonna pay you that much.
So true.
We want people to judge by the the talent, the actual talent, and yeah, so pretty much I do agree with that idea, and I feel like if it happens, it's going to, you know what I'm saying, change a lot of stuff.
I really agree with that. I feel it's disheartening sometimes when you look at your numbers and you've put a lot of work in, you might not have that backing from big labels or anything, and you're just independently releasing and you feel like you're not doing well. And I feel if we were to remove those numbers, artists would be a lot more creative.
Oh, yeah.
Even, I don't know, it's not a coincidence that not many people, in my opinion, are releasing albums because things are so fast paced. People are chasing that viral hit. They want that rush, that quick, instant gratification. So people are not, I feel we need to ensure where, as creatives, the art comes first. And it's about, of course, adapting to our environment, but not to the point where we strive for our own creativity. There should definitely be more albums. And I was briefly talking to you as well about being creative in the way we market ourselves. So going back to trying to sell our albums, hardware, merch, CDs, why not go back to doing that?
I love that.
Yeah. So, and work with it. If streaming's always going to be there and we have to work with it, we have to use it in a positive way, but it doesn't mean that's the only way.
Oh yeah, definitely. I always encourage people to like put their stuff out there. I mean, even if they want to put it through the internet, I always encourage them to like build a foundation of people buying that stuff. Because if you could get 50 people to like spend $30 with you, you're rich. You're making money.
Yeah, that's so true. I don't know what the maths is if we were to work that out. $30, 50, 3 times 5. That's like 1,500 maybe, or something like that. Yeah.
If you could do that, you know what I'm saying, you're already making money off of your music.
That's so true.
Instead of just waiting for too, long to get a little something out of the streaming.
Absolutely.
So it's like, yeah, it's a business.
I feel this conversation, is like a therapy for me at the same time. I really needed this. It's been a pleasure speaking to you, honestly, from the bottom of my heart. Can't wait till I hear more production. I want to hear those Arabic chop samples, for sure. More soul music from you, like chopped in, and we're gonna work. We're gonna talk. I'm going to play some quick fire questions with you. This is Spill the Tea.
For sure.
So don't give it, don't think too much. I want the first answer that comes to mind. Just go for it. Favorite DAW, if you were to use a DAW?
Everton.
Okay. Go-to plugin?
I don't use a lot of plugins. I use stock plugins.
Yeah? Stock plugins. I love that.
Plugins, yeah.
Favorite producer of all time?
Madlib.
Okay.
Yeah, Madlib.
Metronome or no metronome?
Metronome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Loop or layers?
Loop.
I know this one. I could have answered it for you. Do you have a favorite mic?
Mic? Not really. I've been liking the Newman. The 87.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
I'm liking it.
Hip hop or R&B beats?
R&B.
Yeah.
Okay.
R&B. I need to hear some. Making beats alone or collaborating with others?
Definitely collaborating with others.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a people person, so I like to, do a little song and then somebody else picked it up and add a little touch to it, So yeah, definitely working with other people.
I love that. I actually get that vibe from you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're chill.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I have this segment on my show. I just love to wrap it up like this, and something I love is supporting people, which is why I'm doing the show in the first place, shining light on talent. And I just want to encourage us as producers, as artists, to also channel that and be supportive of others. Yes, while it's healthy to be competitive, it's also healthy to support.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So is there an artist you would like to pass, or an artist or producer you would like to pass the baton to?
Let me think about that. Because I got so many people.
That's good.
Yeah.
We love to hear that.
Yeah, I'll say I'll pass it entitled.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know what? I second that. Third that, fourth that, 10th that. We need to see Entitled.
Oh yeah, we need to see you right here, bro.
I'm gonna tell him you said that as well. Hopefully I'll catch up with him soon. He's just great. So inshallah we'll see him here and that will be epic. But thank you so much.
I appreciate you.
Oh, you have been incredible. Thanks for joining us at the Laughta Likes Show. I'm gonna be following your journey. I'm gonna be atting you to send me music. You know, usually we get spammed at the people that are on the radio. I'm going to be spamming you.
It's all good to me. You know what I'm saying?
Feel free to spam me. I won't be offended.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. For sure. I'll send you a lot of beats.
Please. Oh, my God. Epic. Love it. And thank you for tuning in, as always, to the Laughta Likes Show on NBC. You can catch me here at the same time, same place, with a different face, as I continue delving into the minds of the creatives shaping the future of music. I am out, and my name is Laughta.